Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man, and the channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. I ain't even picked my hair yet for this one. So I wanted to get on here and continue some of these conversations we've been having. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to all my older subscribers. All of y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to keep dialoguing with y'all, good and bad. Make sure y'all comment. All I ask is that your comments are not trolly, that they're just you expressing your honest opinion, and not a bigger content creator that's a coward that won't come in his real account like I do. Y'all can keep that. Or people that you trying to come at me because I said something about somebody you like. You can keep that too. But I do like dialoguing with y'all, and all content creators have time to respond to their comments. A lot of these dudes just think they better than you. Like, that's one reason why they don't respond. They think they better than you. But what they don't realize is any of us that make it because of YouTube, it's because of our viewers. It's not because of us. Because if don't nobody super chat you, don't nobody cash app you, don't nobody watch your videos, then you're nothing. You're not gonna be known out here. So you gotta give credit where credit is due. And that's why I respond to my comments. And that's why I'ma always respond to my comments. If I get 1,000, I'm gonna keep going until I get to the 1,000 comment. Even if it take me a week or so, that's just something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get back to all my comments, because for years I've been in churches, I've been on YouTube, and I just watch the so-called leaders just not even communicate, not even dialoguing with the people to give them the springboard, the platform that they on. And I think it's weak. And I said, I'm gonna do all of my power not to be that way. Like, even when I start back my church, like, I'm not gonna be the type that I'm gonna know all my members. Like, even if let's say I had 10,000, I'm gonna get around to that 10,000. Like, if I gotta have a day where I just set up meetings with groups and stuff like that, I'm gonna get to know them. You know, now of course I'm getting older. Sometimes I might need a reminder on people's names, but once that name, I know that name, the person that click, the conversations that click, I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember. It goes a little bit what we're talking about on this video. That you guys, y'all go by the wrong things, and those things hurt your confidence in terms of women. Don't go by none of these dudes on YouTube saying negativity. If they trying to judge your appearance, they acting like they rainbow. I'm just telling you flat out. Any dude that's judging other guys' appearance is an insecure dude. He trying to put himself over you, and he acting rainbow. And I wonder what he would do if a dude that he found attractive, to be an attractive man, was in his presence. You ain't even supposed to, like, I don't know. I don't know about y'all, dude. I don't know who look good and who don't. I don't sit around and know that or focus on that. For one, it don't matter. Because think about how many of these Hollywood guys and these athletes that girls find attractive, and they still take their money, they still diss them. Come on now. Why? Because it don't matter like y'all think. See, if a woman likes you, it ain't gonna matter how you look. If she likes you and you're not attractive, you still could get her. That's why I always said, I heard Pimp say this too on YouTube. Don't get with the one you like, get with the one who like you. But I already knew that. I learned that from experience. Like, I was thinking this like 15 years ago. I'm thinking about, you get to comparing, like, and you shouldn't do it, but people get to comparing the one they with to the ones that they turned down. And you be like, arguing? No. It's like, and then you be doing things that somebody else appreciated, and you think about it. You be like, looks don't matter. That's what I came up with. Looks don't matter. Because it's always going to be a woman that finds you attractive. It's always going to be a woman who likes you. The thing with some of y'all is you ain't around them. You around these ones that don't. And you judging by yourself by women who don't like you, don't respect you, who got these stereotypes built up in their mind. This gonna go away later. They gonna go away later. Like it was this one particular girl, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I was thugging at the time. And I used to try to get with her because we rode the same bus to our jobs. Like, after maybe a couple weeks, I stopped trying to get with her, and I barely was talking to her. So, like, when we would come to that same bus stop in the morning, and this when I was like 20, maybe 20, I wasn't talking as much no more. She started talking more. But by then, I ain't want her. I'm like, I'm thinking in my mind, I don't sweat women. Like, when I tried to get with you, you wasn't trying to talk. You trying to turn somebody down. Then I saw the guy she was getting with. I just used to shake my head. I used to laugh. And she used to act like she saw a ghost. Because, like, I would be in the car. Because we lived in the same neighborhood. I would be in the car with one of my guys. And I would see her with the dude she chose, and we all would be laughing, just shaking our head. Like, dude, that's what she was turning me down to get. And I shouldn't have been acting like that. That's just when I was blue pill. Blue pill dudes do that. They try to put other men down. Try to fight men for women, all this stuff. That's blue pill behavior. I don't gotta put any of y'all down. I don't have to do that. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to eat what I want to eat. I'm going to go where I want to go. And if I want to talk to somebody, I am. If I don't, I won't. I don't live life for that kind of thing. I don't need to have sex every day. I got high testosterone. Yeah, a lot of sauce. But I don't need to do that every day. In fact, I got enough control. Like I tell y'all, if I don't like them, I don't want them. Like, if I don't like them per se, where I want to hug them and cuddle up with them and stuff like this, I don't want them. I'm a man. I ain't no dog. I ain't no pit bull. I ain't no squirrel. I'm a man. I'm at the top of the food chain. And I'm going to act like it. Some of y'all don't be acting like it. Dudes going, and now sometimes I understand, like, if it's every now and then, and you avoid, let's just say, you avoiding relationships because you know that sometimes they could be a big waste of time. All it is you just being emotional support. You doing 10 times more than her, 9 times out of 10. So you say, okay, I'm just gonna pay for it. It's not something that I would do per se. You can't never say what you wouldn't do, but I'm gonna say that, like, I don't believe I would. But I get why some dudes choose that route. Because you can waste a lot of productive time dealing with these relationships and stuff. You'll have a business idea. I don't think you should do that. I think that's what you deal with. Like, yeah, I heard about the girl, the musician or whatever, he was trying to get in the orchestra, and he got accepted, and she threw the letter away, or no, she didn't throw it away. Like, what she did was she forged it like they didn't accept him and sent it to his email. He found out, he dumped her and sued her. And that's exactly what he should have did, man. When they do that little harsh stuff, you meet them with the harshness, man. You don't try to stay with nobody doing that kind of stuff. You can't listen to these women too much. I don't think you should do that. And then you be avoiding not doing millionaire and maybe even billionaire ideas. Listening to her. And you can't blame her. You got to blame yourself, because you should have knew not to listen to nobody. You should have said, I'm going to sink or swim on my own. So you can't blame, we can't blame them. Now, in his situation, that was just weak. Like, she got one past her. But looks don't matter, man. They don't matter like you think. If you know how to present yourself, if you a clean dude, you know how to dress, if you got the resources, or even some of them, like you got enough to take somebody out, you got enough to dress nice, get you a car, stuff like that. It's almost like if you had a barrel of apples and you wanted to find a couple good without no rotten spots on them, you got to go through the barrel. You got to get that one out the way, get that one out the way, get that one out the way. You got to go through the barrel. Like, you can't think you're going to just find the apples at the top. The best apples could be underneath. They could have got put in the barrel first. So you shouldn't be losing confidence. You say, well, you doing this when you smile. Our teeth crooked. They always been. The only difference now is a couple of them fell out through the years. That's what happened when you get older. So you think I'm gonna smile like this? Like, when y'all see me doing this, it's basically me stopping myself from saying something that's gonna get the video took down or shadow banned even more. That's the time y'all see me doing that. I'm not ashamed of my teeth, even though I may get them, taken care of one day. But I'm not ashamed of them per se. So you should never be ashamed of anything about yourself. Not for these women. Not for these people. Listen, man. When I tell you these people is evil, I done worked in jails, detention centers, halfway houses. I done been security at the welfare building. I do deliveries now to all different type of people. When I tell you that these people is too evil, a lot of them to care what they think, I'm telling you a life-changing truth. You should never be down over any of these people. Not in your family. You got evil family members. Not at your job, not at your school. These people, and this is straight from God himself. I'm not God, I'm just saying this is, if he would talk to you right now, this is one of the things he would tell you. These people are not worth any ill feelings, any depression, any sadness, or anything. The only time you should feel sadness is when somebody you love passes away and you're not going to see them no more on the earth. Stuff like that. When things happen, like sometimes you feel sadness when you see people that you grew up watching passing away, like Michael Jackson, like Prince, You know, I felt a little sadness with the whole Kevin Samuels thing, because I knew that all happened out of jealousy, man. And I knew that it probably was somebody that was trying to gain his trust. That, okay, let's get off subject. This is what I think happened. And I ain't gonna say no names because a couple of them are content creators. I believe they jumped him, forced him to give up his passwords, and then poisoned him. Or one of these two things, I know I'm right. They put some chick on him, and she poisoned him, and it went wrong. Anyway it go, I believe it was a setup. So, when I tell you what I'm saying is straight from God, the main being that you should be caring and concerned what he think is the Most High. You should be reading the Bible. Okay, how did he want me to think? What did he want in my heart? You shouldn't be focused on these people, and you won't even break open your Bible and try to figure out what the reason for your life was. These people, man, trust me, man, including some of y'all kids. They just not worth they're not worth being down about. Like, listen, if you fall out with your kids and you was looking out for them, man, forget them. Keep living. You don't be down about kids don't even come see me. Keep living. If you got divorced, your wife cheated on you, caught her with 2 guys or something, she was getting rocked. Keep living. How are you feeling down over somebody that didn't like you, didn't respect you, that rejected you? Man, get up and keep living. Get some hobbies. Find something you like doing. Find something you like eating. Because this whole thing ain't about looks. I'm telling you, you got turned down by a girl you like and you sad. Man, forget her. She probably gonna get with somebody that's gonna be treating her bad. And when they turn you down, it's over. Don't get back with them. Don't let them come. Like, you start getting richer, don't get with them. Your high school sweetheart, she rejected you, had 3 kids by somebody else. Now she saw you at the store and you got a Mercedes Benz. Don't get with her. Tell her, listen, I don't mean to be rude, but you had your chance. You chose other dudes over me. And that's how it be. We got to realize sometime when you let something good get away, you had your chance. Like, people get married, you could have had them. Don't worry about that. Or they could have had you, they was rejecting you. Like I told you about this chick. Now she got all these kids, ain't even married. Hey, I would be like, if she tried to get with me, I'd be like, nah. Nah. And she, I mean, y'all can't, like I say, you can't go by looks. That's 2-way. They don't go by looks. You can't go by looks. What do I mean by this? I mean, you don't not try to get with people because of looks or resources. Yeah, you think, okay, let's just say I wanted to get with a celebrity. You think oh my God, she's a celebrity? No. If I got it like with somebody like that, I'm gonna be all in their head. I'm gonna be like, man, listen, you already knew you had more money than me. You know, if you gonna try to disrespect me, why should I even be around you? Listen, when your motives ain't right, that's when more bad things are likely to happen, man. When dudes get to lying to these females, like I told y'all yesterday, they be like, choke me. Then they say, he choked me. And these dudes just keep falling. This dude threw his whole career in jeopardy over some rough sex. And when I say that, I'm talking about Jonathan Majors. It's not worth it. If they need all that, you know what I would tell them? Hey, if you need all that, I'll just get with somebody else. I ain't finna be doing all of that. That's them people who been in some dark circles. Like they be around like them peoples. They be needing to do all of that. No. But like I said, the Most High would tell you, don't ever feel down and not enjoy the life I gave you over these people. Get rid of those feelings. Get rid of that loneliness feeling. Get rid of that depression feeling. Because nobody that's causing it is worth it. You giving people too much credit when you experience those things. Like loneliness. I mean, you got to get to the point where you find either way, whether people around or they not. And that goes for y'all women too. But don't get to the point where you say, I don't want no man, I don't need no man. Don't get there, because then you lying to yourself, because you weren't created like that way. You were created to have a man. If you don't, keep living. Don't become no thought. Don't let your body count go through the roof. Keep living. Keep living. Don't be crying every night because you ain't got nobody. You should be laughing. Watch some comedy. Watch something funny. Watch old movies. If you my age, trust me, you got a fondness for the movies from back when you was a kid. That's almost everybody. Like, cause we had a good childhood. If you in your 40s, man, go watch some movies from when you was a kid. Easier times. Don't get depressed though. You know, just enjoy it. Like, enjoy the fact that you experienced that. Cause like the way things get now, sometimes you just gotta just disconnect yourself from the current and go somewhere else. Some of y'all, you was already in a lousy marriage and you want to rush and get married again. Come on, man. But the whole central theme in closing of what I'm saying is, do not go by looks. Don't let these dudes think they better than you because you done made them better than you in your mind. In my mind, none of these dudes look better than me. I don't even think like that. Y'all not better than me. Get out of here. And I'm going to keep telling y'all that. Y'all know who y'all is. Y'all content creators. Yo, you get butthurt when I tell you are not better than me. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what cars you drive. You like the way I was in my 20s. If you was acting like this, I would have probably tried to take it from you. And I wasn't even that type. The only time I did that was when it was somebody that tried to act like that. That's why some dudes was saying, man, you act like Kane. Because I was sneaking up on dudes all by myself. And I'm not proud of it, but some of y'all just be talking a little like you can't get touched. These dudes can take your stuff, man. So be a little more humble than that. You don't know where they at. They'll be in wherever you at. These guys will follow you home. These dudes be talking like they can't get their chain snatched or they can't get carjacked. They carjacked the county exec here. And you think you can't get touched? Man, you better stop all that talking. Talking like you tough or something. These guys will touch you. You need to be a little more humble than that. Because you don't want the Most High to set it up. You ain't more gangster than him. Keep on. He'll like, remember, if you read the Bible was telling gangster stories too. Remember the rich man said, I know what I'll do. I'll build bigger ones. The Most High said, you fool, this night, he took his life. The Most High is gangster. Y'all believe in these lies like he just this nice guy in the sky. They just accept everybody. You ain't read the whole book. He said, you fool, you're done. Dude died. Talking about what he gonna do tomorrow. And this is why I say, don't ever put these other guys over you. I don't care what content creator you like. I don't care who you like at your job, in your city, in sports, whatever. Don't ever put them over you like they better than you. They gonna die just like you. They eat just like you. They drink just like you. They, excuse my language, piss just like you. But they want you to think that they better than you because they lined up with Satan. Anybody that think like that, I already know who it's coming from. It's one thing to have self-confidence and motivation and ambition. It's another thing to be an arrogant little pompous little. Come on now. So you approach a woman. You approach her with confidence. You're a man. She's a woman. No matter what she thinks about what you have or how you look, that's how you should be looking at it. You a man. She's a woman. What can she do? She can say yes. She can say no. She say no. Somebody else. You go to somebody else. They say no. I mean, eventually somebody's going to choose you. Eventually somebody's going to say yes. But you got to build your confidence up where you trying to find out who going to say yes. Y'all thinking, man, I got a big nose. And then you looking at these other dudes like, that's why I don't compare myself to people, because I get to roasting and ribbing. Like I've been doing it my whole life. Somebody try to put me down, be like, man, stand up, man. You practically a dwarf. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not talking against people who were born that way. I'm talking about pompous, arrogant dudes that think they the total package, but things missing. Ain't no total package. The total package is God himself. All the rest of us are a work in progress with things missing. And that's how you have to view these women. That's how the finest one got the most baggage, guaranteed. Probably be over in Dubai, which they call Dubai. The finest one got the most baggage, got the highest body count. Why y'all think one of the reasons I say you can't go by looks, man? That's why. And these insecure, fake red pill guys that's really blue pill, they want you to elevate them so you can give them super chats. Listen to them, take what they say, see what you could use. But when they get to talking like that, man, I wouldn't be giving them nothing. That's why I stopped super chat. Some of these dudes were just talking too cocky. Like, dude, you not God. You not needed. You not God. I need the Most High. I don't need you. These dudes some of them try to talk like you need them or something. I don't need any of them. So I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna scale back. I'm gonna stop super chatting for a while. Till I see some people that I'm starting to see some guys that I want to super chat, and then I'm gonna start back doing. But some of these dudes, you'll be super chatting them and they'll be taking up for Pearly. No. If you a self-loving black, how can you try to brush off what she said? And how can you super chat anybody who took up for her or agree with her? And that includes the ones that's trying not to say nothing about her. You could talk about black people all day, but you can't say nothing about her. Man, you're a joke. Some of these guys, I'm not even viewing them the same no more. Like, I'm losing respect as we speak. I go on these dudes' stuff and they talking sideways the whole time. And I'm thinking, so basically what you saying is, Pearly is your friend. You gonna do work with her, such and such, and you black. I don't got time for it. Now look, if you interracially date, that's fine. That's your prerogative. Like me personally, like I don't rule out like a white girl, but I wouldn't get with no white girl that I can't be black with. And I wouldn't want no mud shark type that just trying to fit in with what we do. And that's it. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the dudes who in their heart, they downplay blacks. They don't believe in them, don't trust them. They look down on them, but then they have a blind interest and love for whites. Them type of dudes I'm talking about. You don't got no black friend? Them type. You don't deal with them. The only black people you deal with is the ones that might think like you or have something you have. Them type right there. And it's the ones like Darius. Hey, Darius M., what do you think of the Pearly situation? We haven't heard from you. We know you like white girls. That's okay. But what do you think of Pearly? You got a lot of subs not to be commenting on this. If you think you're going to just come down the line, we don't get on your heels, man. He think after the smoke clear, he going to be doing an interview. Listen, she's too young. Her background, she doesn't deal with the people she's talking about. And I told y'all this. And Darius M. should know this. He live in Chicago. We want to hear what you think of the Pearly situation, man. A lot of y'all ain't said nothing. You always online. How have you not addressed it? This the talk of the YouTube streets. I mean, we know what some people think. But some of y'all is too known in YouTube not to be saying nothing. So you think we shouldn't get reparations? What is your views? You think slavery was embellished? The only thing that might have been kind of different from what they say, and I've said this, is the main thing is how many were transported from Africa. That might be kind of a little exaggerated, like the number. There was some. But a lot of them were already here in the United States. And just like as stuff coming out, to make me wonder if this land, like if somehow the landmass was different in biblical days, because the wood that Noah used on the ark, some people think that wood only grows here. I don't know. I'm researching it. It's a lot of little strange things. Like some people believe that this is the land that they were talking about in the Bible. And that somehow the landmass was different. I know I'm getting off subject, but y'all get what I'm saying. It goes back to looks, perception. How you perceive yourself you should perceive yourself in a positive, confident way. When you get ready to approach women, when you try to get these jobs, you already know people racist out here. You already know people have biases. You can't change that, but you can change how you feel about yourself. So I'll be back for more videos. Stay tuned. Don't never let a woman, again, the analogy I like to use. Since when is the keyhole more important than the key? We got the key. They got the keyhole. You don't put the key in there, you don't find out what's in there. Like if it's a house and I got the key to the house, I'm not going to see the inside of the house till I put my key in the keyhole. The house ain't important until somebody goes in there. Even when it's built, it's nothing until somebody goes in there or moves in there. It's not a home until somebody moves in. It's just a house that was built. Y'all be acting like this stuff is not true. That somehow that women, we're created just to please women and all this other stuff. Clearly you haven't read or believed in the scripture. That ain't what the Bible teach. So when you approach them, that's how you should be viewing it. If they don't have no husband, they should be like, okay, you come along, you the husband material, you the guy that can make their life better. That's what you should be working on if you're not. And they should be trying to be the woman that's going to add to a man's life positively. These women getting a dude life, Pookie, they do everything for. They get a good dude, they confrontational, combative. And it's not just black. Stop trying to single black women out. All of them be doing that. Okay, was the woman who Jonathan Majors got in trouble with, was she black? It's all XX is XX, man. Stop thinking y'all gonna bypass and find something better. Only a fool would teach you that. If you got preferences, you got preferences. But your preferences should be after you done had at least a little something experience. I mean, well, we ain't gonna get into that. Keep tuning in. We'll be back with more videos.